Picture the scene, pun intended. You volunteered to make a video of photos from a family event. Just send me the photos and you get 100 images. Even arranging them on the timeline is going to take forever. That's your entire weekend gone. You're probably tempted to head over to one of those project download websites and pay for something. But then you're locked down and you can't change anything. Or you can watch this video, and then at least any time you spend in After Effects this weekend is going to be doing fun stuff. Okay, here's a bunch of photos, let's pretend I'm sharing part of my life, and here's an HD comp. First, drag all the photos in as one, into the timeline. Then move to the 5-second mark, and with all the layers still selected, hold down Ctrl and tap the right square bracket key. I know some of the images are bigger than HD and some are smaller, so with all the images still selected, right click and choose Transform, Fit to Comp Width. Incidentally, if you have clicked off so that they aren't all highlighted, don't worry, just hold down Ctrl and tap A to select them all. So now we have all the images, all 5 seconds long, and all filling the comp widthways. Let's go to Animation, Keyframe Assistant, Sequence Layers. And in the pop-up choose Overlay and set a duration of 1 second. Maybe less, but for a family slideshow I'd say 1 second is good. And at this stage you could also set a dissolve transition, and click OK. And ta-da! Each picture is now on screen for 4 seconds before dissolving into the next. I'm going to undo and then reapply without the dissolve. So this gives me some creative freedom, or rather the opportunity to use others' creativity from the Effects and Presets panel. I'll just expand Animation Presets, Support Files, and there's a bunch of transitions. To use, scrub the timeline while holding Shift. This snaps the timeline to the second layer's endpoint. Then drag one of the transition presets onto the first layer. And when I look at it, it's actually fading up the top layer. No biggie, just tap U to view the keyframes, then drag to select both of them, right click and choose Keyframe Assistant, Time Reverse Keyframes. When you get a transition you like, select the effects in the Effects Control panel, Ctrl+A again, then Ctrl+C to copy them, then select your new layers and Ctrl and V to paste in the effects. You will need to move the keyframes or have placed your current time indicator in place first, but either way this is a quick, simple way to make a slideshow. And because each layer is separate, there's nothing stopping you adding scale keyframes and position keyframes to zoom in on the picture. In fact, if you use the transform effect instead, you can copy and paste this really easily onto each image. Simple, really?